channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And my name is Lebohang Mutile and I make faith-based content on YouTube. So today I just wanted to speak about the things that I'd like to continue for the new year. So oftentimes you speak about I am stopping this, I'm stopping that, New Year's resolution, New Year, New Me. But I feel like we don't speak much about things that we have acquired from the previous year or the previous years that we would like to continue as a habit, right? So the reason why I'm speaking about this topic is because of the previous videos, the series that I just made, speaking about my 20s going into my 30s, the 30 lessons that I shared. If you haven't checked out those videos, please definitely check it out. I feel like it's awesome, and just add any lessons that you might have in the comment section that I did not mention. So I was just thinking this morning to say, hey, there's things that we have acquired over the years, and every time we get into a new year, you want to say new year, new me. And I was just looking at my life thinking of all the things that I have done, or my habits that I've acquired over the years, that I'm like, God, I'm really grateful that I started this thing. I'm really grateful that I got into this habit, and I don't want to let go of it. And you know, life happens very valid, and as you go about life, you might end up letting go of the things that have actually worked for you. I'll make an example. So when I got my first job, I got into the habit of saving. So I made sure, come hell or high waters, I had a scheduled payment whereby a debit order would go off right into my savings, and that allowed me to actually pay for furthering my studies, right? And after that, I paused working and went to study. And when I went back to studying, that muscle of having savings was no longer there because I paused a bit. So when I started working again, I literally did not save, and for a while I lived hand to mouth, you know. Also because when I started working again, I bought my property, and then everything was just going to pay off the property. I was not saving anything. So I was like, okay. So I paused this for a while, and getting into the habit of saving again actually took a bit of time. It took intentionality. I had to be intentional to say, actually, whatever happens, I must be putting aside a certain amount every month. So goal planning, I must plan for something and put aside money for that thing that I have planned, right? So that's just one of it, just an example. So I found myself just thinking, okay, so this morning, it is literally the end of January. It's the last week of January, and I was struggling with my morning routine. So I found myself thinking, hey, this is actually something that I mastered so well in the previous year, 2025, and I want to actually bring it on to 2026, because we are never late. So I do school drop-offs, so we interchange with my husband depending on which location I'm working at. I do school drop-offs, and so we need to be out of the house at 6:30, right? So previous years, just previous year, I mastered waking up on time, getting everyone ready on time. And because I'm the first to wake up, if I'm late, if I snooze the alarm, the whole house is late. The whole house is late. So I mastered that so well last year, and this year it had me also because we had school holidays, and then I was on leave, and then coming back from leave, I was the only one that was going to work for a while, and then my husband joined. He went back to work as well, and then it's just the two of us, and then now it's the kids. Oh guys, no, I couldn't. I was always tired. I was always snoozing the first couple of weeks of January, and this this 2 days, this new week, this is now the last week of January, I found myself actually going back to my routine because I saw that I'm constantly late, I'm constantly running around, and my firstborn son hates being late. You can do anything, just don't make him late. So I was like, okay, now this is not looking good on me. I'm late and I'm constantly running. So another thing that I'm doing when I get to work, I will literally just read my Bible before I get out of the car, right? So I didn't find time to read my word, and it was starting to become frustrating to me to say, the minute I park at work, I need to hop out and get in, and that's not how my life used to be previous year. That is not how I used to live the previous year. So I was like, no, child, something's gotta give. And also, it doesn't feel good constantly running late and constantly just being stuck in traffic because you didn't leave the house at the right time, right? So I was just like, okay, so this is something that I learned last year and I mastered it. I mastered keeping the time. So I want to do it again this year. So that's what brought the topic to just bring it to my YouTube community. What is the one thing that you've learned over the years? I mentioned saving also. Over the years that you feel like you have lost it and you were so good at it that the muscle was already built. Now you need to get back to it. I just thought we should think about it because oftentimes you just want to say, new year, new me, I'm gonna do this new. But we forget that there's things that we've actually mastered in the past that we should actually bring back because, hey, child, there's a reason why life was easier then. So number one for me is just maintaining my morning routine, getting back to my morning routine like I did it in 2025. Stunner, 10 stars if I can give it. And then the second thing that I started doing in 2025 that I absolutely am literally dragging it to 2026 as well is I started getting my nails done. Right now they look quite ghetto because it's June. They look quite ghetto because they are June, but I started getting my nails done in 2025. So backstory, I know if you're a girl watching this, you might think, girl, what you mean you only started doing your nails in 2025 and you were, what, 29? So I have this thing, I don't waste money. You might have listened and picked up from how I speak about money on this channel. I'm very intentional. Also, God is my financial advisor. So I cannot do certain things just because I feel like it, just because every girl is getting their nails done and they've got maintenance day and I do too. No, unfortunately not. God is my financial advisor. So just, and let me let you in. So previously, I could only do my nails once a year. So I'd only do my nails in December, or if I miss December, I'll do them in January because I felt like my job then didn't require me to look a certain way. I would always keep them clean, neat, short, and cut. Also, my natural nails quite thrive, and I don't like fake, like acrylic. I don't like fake nails, right? And then so I would only do gel on my natural nails in December and in January. Listen, some of us are late bloomers. Please leave me. This is my truth, right? And I just felt like the amount of money that we spend on doing nails was ridiculous. Like my financial advisor, God, was like, no, child, we're not gonna do that, right? And then quick fast forward to the story I shared when I found a salon that was actually cheap, that would do your hair and nails for a really attractive price. And then me and Holy Spirit got into a bit of a predicament because of that salon. Holy Spirit was like, I'm not subscribing to this place, so do not go back there. And then couple of months later, so I obeyed. Obviously, I stopped doing my hair and nails then. I was literally on WhatsApp scrolling on statuses, and then a cousin of mine posted a salon whereby they were opening in my area. So when they opening in my area, so it was a reel. right? So I think she had a picture, and then I went on Instagram and I watched the reel, and then in the reel they were praying. So they were about to open, so they were praying. They were in a circle praying over the place, and that was my sign. That one was my sign to say this is the place that you're supposed to go to, because at the time God was really speaking to me about the types of businesses that I support. We need to be of the same kingdom. Don't take this the wrong way, but if you watch my video of if they eat at, how can you overthrow an altar that you eat at, you understand where I'm coming from. So basically God was just telling me the certain places I cannot be at, the certain businesses I cannot support as a Christian. So yeah, so when I saw them praying and the name of the salon as well, it was such a sign to say, okay, this is where he's supposed to go, right? So I went. So when I went there, I couldn't get an appointment. It's a booking system. I couldn't get an appointment, so I just decided to pop by, right? When I popped by, I met this amazing nail tech, and we spoke and we just clicked. And every time that I would come by, I now understand why the Lord is allowing me to actually go to that salon and to that particular nail tech every single time, because I've popped by. I couldn't make an appointment. Listen, if you could make an appointment with salons, you choose the nail tech that you want, right? But I couldn't make an appointment. The system was glitching and I didn't know anyone. So even if I did make an appointment, I wouldn't have known who to choose. I would have just picked randomly, right? So God literally orchestrated our meeting with my nail technician, and hey, it's been I book my appointment every month. The only reason why I'm still looking ghetto right now is because I've got my birthday coming up in very few days, so I've decided to rather get my nails done then, instead of getting them done beginning of January. And again, yeah, you get it. You get it. So yeah, that's why I do my nails, because God literally sent me to be I don't even want to say a financier to that person, but a client. You know, when you've prayed for your business, and God will send you the right people to support that business. So basically, he's my financial advisor. He has given me the resources to go and partner with this business just by doing my nails. It's more than getting my nails done. If I can just put it in a very simple and straightforward, it is more than just getting my nails done. It is God's way of providing clients to that particular nail tag that I have, right? So yeah, definitely getting my nails done every month because my financial advisor has approved it. Okay, and then the next thing that I started in 2020, the third thing that I started in 2025 that I'd love and I'm happy about, and I'm gonna continue in 2026, I became an adult. I became an adult, guys, and I started, I took out a funeral cover for my siblings. So I've always had, you know, that Capitec one. Should I be mentioning Capitec? It's fine. Capitec, you know, my relationship with Capitec, it's a, it's and I'm wearing the colors today, interesting, wow. But yeah, my relationship with Capitec, so I've got a Capitec one where they pay out money. So I know most of people have that funeral policy. This is not financial advice once again, and I'm not a financial advisor. It's just something that I do that I'd like to share with you, right? So I have a Capitec funeral policy, funeral cover, where they will pay out money in the unfortunate event that somebody passed on. Sharp. I've always had that one. And then so in 2025, I started another one whereby they actually do the actual ceremony, like the hearse. I know a lot of young people don't do this, don't want to hear it. As long as you feel like, as long as you've got money, you are sorted. If the payout comes through, you can pay for the funeral, but that's not the case. I God had to whisper in my ears. I kept on procrastinating this, saying I'll do it, but eventually I did it. So I joined a funeral policy whereby they will take care of the transports, they will take care of the hearse, they will take care of the, you know, at the works, you can hear me, you know what I mean, right? So I also started that for all my family. So it's my children, my husband, my in-laws, and my siblings. I feel like that is something that is very important, especially as you become an adult. We put it off for so long and not realize that it's needed, it's important. Should anything happen to anyone, you can't be folding your arms like this. Whereas you are a working adult, you need to have plans in place. Okay, I don't like talking about it because it's so depressing, child. But anyway, and then the next thing, the last thing that I just wanted to mention is that, remember, in your 20s, you are literally building. In your 20s, you are gathering. It's like gathering building blocks, gathering the cement, gathering the cement, gathering the material to build. And then in your 30s, it's your building year. And that's what the series has just been about, to say we build. You make friendships, you make lasting friendships in your 20s. You become that kind of person that your 30s can thank you for. You don't want to be 30 and like if life happens, listen, life does happen. If you failed in your 20s, God still gives us another chance. I don't want to be anyone to feel as if they failed because they didn't do A, B, and C. But I just wanted to say, be intentional. If you're watching this and you're still in your 20s, be intentional about the type of life that you actually curate in your 20s, so that as you grow older, it's easier. As I said, I started life policy. Hey, listen, who knew, right, that older me is going to need these kind of things? So yeah, that's it from me. I hope you've learned a thing or two that you can implement in your life and going forward. What are those things that you have already learned, that muscle that you want to keep exercising? Because remember, when you keep exercising a muscle, it becomes stronger. So that's the only way to actually get stronger and better at something. You don't let it go, right? You don't let it go. Exercise that muscle. Yeah, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching this. Oh, one more thing. I became consistent on YouTube. I became very consistent on YouTube in 2025. Though there are times when God would make me pause because He's not allowing me to record and stuff. But when He does allow me, I was consistent on YouTube. And thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed. The channel has grown so much, and I love it here. I love it here. See you on the next video. Bye.